Alright, GM. So the question is, are we back? Is this just a dead cat, or are we actually back? I wouldn't personally be logging here, to be honest. I mean, this is pretty much structural resistance. Like, each time we've come up here, we've rejected. Plus it's also the previous, like previous value area high from last year. So when we had this consolidation, basically, this was quite contextual supply. Obviously till the election, and that's how we broke up. And yeah, similarly, we're retesting it again. So I don't think this is like the area that you would ape into buying. But if you're a intraday trader, I think keep an eye on like 70k. Like if we pull back, even like deeply, say, I don't know, 69, 68, somewhere there, right? And there's, you know, pretty clear demand. I mean, we have some bids around 68. We have one here, but I mean, I think this flow is pretty AP, if not primarily just algorithms. I would think buying like 69 to 68 would be more sensible. Yeah, boss, we've had quite a lot of OI. Yeah, 8k BTC, that's a shit ton. Is this, yeah, like 1.1 bill. And on lower time frame, you can actually see, primarily this is shorts closing. And then like basically most up candles, you see longs chasing. What app is this? This is Kayataka. It is on my profile, the second link. It's pretty good. I saw we saw something about an Iran deal, but I think probably not likely. It still seems very much towards escalation, but we'll find out. Also, we had quite a sell-off yesterday, which recovered, which I think is, you know, decent. But at the same time, probably a bit fruitful. The primary chart I've been watching is pretty much just $1. What's the indicators here that shows best sales? It is the volume footprint. And you want it on delta, basically. Plus, the cool thing with the delta part is a lot of like the red, especially when you combine it with CVD and OI, you can see like, you know, these are longs closing. And then there's like other times where you'll see like this was a short. Especially when it's paired with ask liquidity and it gets actually filled, you can see that it was a passive short. It's like limits, essentially. I do think, like, surprisingly, right, Bitcoin has held extremely well. And I think a lot of the reason why Bitcoin did pretty well in the past 2 days is because it's probably just the only asset that has two things: the price going up and liquidity. Also, yes, like correlation to the Nasdaq definitely helps. So whenever Nasdaq bounces, as of recently, we've seen a strong Bitcoin, which I don't think we've seen for quite a while. Interesting. There's actually quite a lot of sell pressure around 84. And that's good. I do think oil probably stays above 80 until there's a definite pathway forward to de-escalation. So like keep that in mind, because that'll become like a bad omen for our precious crypto, as well as equities. We do have a Coinbase premium at the moment. Nice. No worries, man. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to do more of them more often. I'll probably do some streams where I cover US, like, well, European, Asia, US, and then also, you know, like early Asia, late US, late Europe. Or honestly, just whenever the market moves, I'll stream as well. He's actually held up surprisingly well as well. Like retested low. It's definitely lagging Bitcoin. No doubt that, but it's not bad. Hell yeah. I was actually just gonna look at Sol. Ooh. Yeah, Sol looks juicy, very juicy. I think if Bitcoin remains pretty strong, like especially surprisingly strong, right? Sol could do pretty damn well. I mean, we have the 4 hour 200 EMA, which is typically what you want to flip, right? So you want the market to essentially see this as like support and trade with it higher. That would be like your confirmation essentially. And then for like a price level, trading above 90 would be pretty damn important. Wait, what do you mean AK BTC? Was it this area that I was talking about? Oh, probably 68k. Like 68, 69k was kind of the area I would probably bid if we get like a sweep lower later. I mean, to be honest, I think like the target for a considerable bounce, which the markets do for, typically, you know, you can aim for like, you know, this consolidation basically here, right? So you can aim for like 76, 77k initially. That's where you would take off some, and then the rest would likely be, you know, around, I would say 82 to 86. And I would say on top of that as well, I tend to play it by how the market actually trades around those areas too. For instance, if we're, you know, just before a squeeze, the market tends to overpriced significantly, and that's just because positions get blown out and it becomes really volatile. Two percent, 1%. How have our memes done? The memes look pretty shit still. Filecoin maybe? Jeez, memes have really blurred. %. There should be some significant bounces if Bitcoin actually manages to successfully trade above like 71, 72k. US stock in a sell short since 86. Ah, because stop loss didn't trigger. Ah, shit. Honestly, I'd probably watch this close. The next two closes, because if this closes like this, and then the next opens, and it starts trading 89 as support, I'd probably close it short. But also, I mean, you could technically set the stop loss as like 90, 91. Because if 91 gets taken again, it probably gaps up. Nah, I would say, you know, if we reclaim 71, 72, the first stop would be 76, 77k area. It's previous low, and then obviously rejection before we went lower. It's a pretty nice area, I like. And then after that, 80, 85. Yeah, like 82.6. If we fail, yeah, I mean, if we reject 71 and then we like retrace, take out 67k low, and there's some kind of like really negative, bad narrative, you know, like, I don't know, someone's gonna get nuked or something stupid like that, right? Yeah, we would likely sweep 56. We'd probably stop, yeah, around like 42, 44-ish. Like, you know, if we were going to, you know, like break down, it'd be like this. Kind of thing. Like typical really kind of slow bleedy bear market, and then you have like your big capitulation. I'd say currently though, this daily looks good. About 100 mil. Ask depth. Yeah. AP is fuck. Generally, when we have pretty ape flow, like people just longing into price without a plan, really, we need a strong equities open, I think. That would be my game plan, at least today, is the first hour of equities open, right? See how equities trade. If it's pretty strong, crypto probably goes higher. If it's lackluster, you probably would see maybe an attempt push. If it's driven by perps on crypto though, it'll likely get sold into. And then that can also be kind of like a TP trigger or a place to hedge. Oh yeah, I think Sailor was probably buying over the weekend. Was it this one? It's a pretty damn weird hours though. It's like actually no, it probably is Sailor, yeah. It's I need to change that to in dollar amount. You can see Binance is pushing a ton more. However, I think Coinbase is leading the pricing. Trading tools, filler. Markets. The fuck is rats? These little shit ones, they seem like it. Huh, DeFi. DeFi's the most L1s. I mean, that makes sense, mages. AI. Interesting. L1. XPL 5%, 4%. You can use these tools to get decent information actually. Like for instance, open interest change, like XPL's had the most. And then I go to like alt. Right, yeah, I just want to make it this. Flying footprint. Is this configured properly? Two. Guess it's plasma. Then we go. Interesting, that should be automatic. Like that. Line. Sure. Then open interest. Yeah, Kaitaka and Velo, they're pretty damn good. If you want something more old school, just like heat maps, you can use Trading Light. I mean, there's also MMT, I think it's called, which I've heard is very good. Honestly, this pair, it's just one person moving it. But it is funny they can, like, directly see them doing it. So one trader doing that can move price a ton. What the fuck? %? One dude. Right. Totally organic. Oh yeah, there's a lot of aping on Sol. These are longs. I mean, all of this is longs, and then this bit here with the green, these are shorts closing out. Longs. Yeah, it seems like 90, in terms of Sol, 90 is definitely the price, like a pivotal price in the market. Because shorts seem like they want to throw the towel in here, but also the market requires more buying to go up. What other alts do you guys want me to look at? What is DeFi? Sui. Seems constructive. Like multiple attempts to break below these lows. I mean, that was pretty nice. But I mean, like, yeah, that attempt, this one as well. Yeah, price continues to push up. That's pretty good. You'd want price to be above 95 cents, in my opinion. Flow-wise, it just kind of seems like one whale pushing it away around. Can add spot. Let's make it a different color. Yeah, that'll do. What the fuck did I do? Dash delete it. Yeah. Okay, so only on low time frames is the spot CVD kind of useful. It's like with this context, we can see it's probably spot driven and then chased aggressively by leverage. So when it comes to this kind of flow, you want to see pretty much what I said before. So, you know, you'd want to see 95 reclaimed on the spot pair. And then it could be, you know, game. So far, this market doesn't look crowded at all to me in terms of Sui. Like the one time it did was obviously this move. And that retraced entirely, but since then, like, leverage is much lower than it was. Yeah, price is higher, so that could be a good sign. Pump. Dude, I haven't looked pump in long ass time. that's kind of nice. Like grab another load. Like this area is clearly defended by someone. It's still systematically like a downtrend though. We kind of had a brief attempt at an uptrend with the market reclaiming more bullish positioning. Then we had that move and then came back down. Yeah, I mean, if we can push up and then consolidate, reclaim the overall 4-hour trend, that would be my initial confirmation of a change in trend, and then you could bet on the move up. I'd say most setups look pretty early as of now. Like it looks good because of the correlation to Bitcoin. And we want Bitcoin not to trade like shit today. We want it to remain pretty strong. Of course someone's spoofing. Yeah, this kind of shit is why we don't go up. Is Jane Street back? Is this why there's this shit again? Let's actually have a look. What is this? Oh. Okay, I'm guessing Zero Hedge is going on about Jane Street and... Well, I mean, he should... If he wants to go down that line, go up to JP Morgan for that. Yeah. Yeah, I had a look yesterday and it was the same crap. It was, like, honestly, pure AIDS. Yeah, it was like this crap. The exact same thing again. They're not even using that much size, just no one wants to, I guess, play ball. Yeah, primarily still longs adding. Yeah, pretty expected quoting for ask liquidity around the high. Nothing crazy. The spoofs, however, stupid. Yeah, 82, 85. That's probably the same 160 spoof before. Yeah, 183, 200. That's so stupid. Yo, Pan Kanda. GM, nice username, cigar. Wait, what was the ape that I saw earlier? It was like a 20 mil long. Yeah, 10 mil here. 16 there. 26 mil. Aped into ass liquidity. I mean, they kind of need the liquidity to get filled anyway, but... Yeah, funny. For 6 months plus. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like that kind of spoofing, especially the 100 to 200 mil size on Binance has gone back since like probably Alameda of 2019. Yeah, 200 mil. I think in a way, the way like firms and whatnot price and operate and traders evolved because of these massive spoofs. Like for example, if they see that, they're obviously just not gonna like trade that pair that day or for X amount of hours until order book data changes. Probably the same spoof then. What does hype look like? Oh man, you can see the last time we charted it on stream. It's around here. It does look pretty good though, I would say. Kinda. That was probably the low. This move was a nice relief bounce. High low. Now, essentially how it just needs to establish momentum and strength again. Which would include above 33. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right, Puko, with that one. That's a very classic move. Yeah, you can often see it actually. Yeah, like you'll have the massive move like you had yesterday with all that OI that just aped into it. And then just slow bleed into market liquidity again. And then they do the same, which is basically that flat base, right? And they just absorb all the selling. And then the same thing just happens again. Rinse and repeat. It's pretty profitable as a trading business model though, I suppose. Gold doesn't look too bad. And we've seen whenever it holds trend as footing especially, it tends to be pretty good. Some bit on the dollar. Slight bit to fix lower. It's pretty good. My guess, probably choppy morning with open, then resume up. If we go down, it's likely going to be no. It'll likely be the Iran US stuff, like, you know, no resolution. Oh, really? You only learnt about Change Street then? I mean, that kind of makes sense. They made big headlines when they did that. $21. Ooh. Dude, we haven't tapped that really since a long time ago. It's probably around the area as well to bid euro, surprisingly. Yeah. Jane Street and Alameda, pretty similar. They usually hire, like, quite... I mean, they're smart, no doubt. They're very, very smart traders, but they will destroy everyone. I haven't looked at this in an extraordinarily long time as well. I saw a post earlier, and I forget who it was, but it was basically saying, like, high time frame wise, this is one of the areas to basically pay attention. I mean, I think he technically said to buy alts and whatnot. I mean, I think for like a massive relief bounce, yeah, probably. Which you can play just with longs, right? But I mean, investment wise, maybe not, because if it just ends up being a relief bounce, like, I don't know, that, right? And then you just go lower. People that bought in this area get wrecked on the way down, which you kind of want to, like, minimize. Sam, Caroline, Tabasco. I don't know, actually. I forget. I mean, Caroline was kind of retarded, to be honest. Sam... I mean, both Sams were smart. I think Tabasco was... I would say more degenerate. They were both pretty damn degenerate when it came to trading. I mean, I could go to the... I mean, I'd have to go to the LinkedIn, which I went to stream, but... You know what? I will ask my Claude. Yeah, no one knows what happened to Tabasco at all. Everyone knows he bought like a yacht which was literally called like Soak My Deck, which is like, you know, a play on Suck My Dick basically. Which is, I mean, it's kind of funny. He bought that, disappeared just before shit hit the fan in terms of Alameda blowing up the books and going bankrupt with FTX. Honestly, most insane like thing ever in crypto, if I'm being real. Yeah, yeah. I think everyone suspected he was like a informant, right, for like DOJ. Yeah, he probably did snitch. I think everyone knows he snitched. Because he disappeared at very, very good timing, right? Just before there was an open investigation into, I think it was Alameda initially. Um, and then obviously everything went down with FTX, and there was, you know, growing scrutiny, and then, yeah. And then there was also that one developer which didn't exist. I forget the name. They put like some random person's name. He was meant to be like head of engineering or something, and he straight up just did not exist. Others is at support currently. We basically take that off. We just call like I mean kind of support. Not great. But it makes me think about some of the opportunities, probably in the AI tokens. Like, render maybe. Any fave CT account lately? I'm not sure about Fave because I think CT's been kind of dead for a while. How I would probably frame it actually is I think if you're still, you know, here in CT, you're still grinding, still trading, or building, or doing something, you're doing the right thing. I mean, I've been around for quite a few cycles, and I can tell you every single time when market gets boring and quiet, there's always really good opportunities. Like, you know, very strong avid teams, you know, which are doing something which then later benefits the token, or they're doing like an airdrop or something like that. There's always opportunities. Render is around support. Looks like pretty high time frame support as well. Yeah, I would keep an eye on render actually on a high time frame basis, like weekly. This bounce is probably the dead cut. It, you know, retested this support as well. We came back down, sweep the low, but didn't. We haven't broken down yet, which I kind of like for a player. Dupe, definitely. I like the dupe team as well though. They're good. Holy shit. Okay, well, the token got devastated. What is this like from the... It's got to be like 80, 90% down or something like that. Yeah, 92. With the October wick, 96. Sheesh. Well, one positive thing is this is the first time it's actually reclaimed it and is marching higher, the 4-hour trend since the attempt here, which was just a rejection around October. So that's, I think, quite positive in terms of a change in trend. The next thing to look for is structural confirmations. So I would say we have one here, which it's reclaiming now, actually. So this close is pretty important. If not, actually, the rest of today, going into the daily close, is pretty damn important. Yeah, clear, support. And then obviously once we lost it, we had a pretty decent nuke. So this price area is very important for today. If we continue maintaining strength and big one looks pretty good into daily close, this could definitely be a play. And then you would pretty much take profit, yeah, around a sweep of these highs here. It's like 23 cents would be the initial. If we're like really back, then like this thing will go back up to like 32. But again, you know, each thing's step at a time. That's actually a good question, Lucas. I mean, I think like agentic AI it's a huge thing. It's going to become a massive thing. Already kind of is. We're seeing like agentic markets and marketplaces in crypto. In fact, I saw a report recently about agentic economies, which is cool, conceptually, right? And if you wanted to, you know, probably play that, virtual could be one of them. Oh, it actually held the initial consolidate. That's actually good. It held that. Chopper on it. It's kind of, yeah, okay, it's reclaiming into previous, like, range, I would say. And then next, supplies of resistance is around $1.10 plus trend reclaim. Decent RSI. This does actually look pretty good. Pretty early trend as well. 30k airdrop just for using the app. Damn, that's pretty good. Damn. Wait, you sold East like local top? Oh, wait. You swapped a East. Right, you sold the local top. Is it on TradingView or is it on like Dex Screener? Oh no, I assume this is it, right? Holy shit, this thing's been on a tear. That's such a nice rounded base too. And the higher low. That's pretty nice higher high. Oh, it actually swept like the previous. Damn. Well, you got a pretty nice spot here, actually. Like this kind of zone. Yeah, if we like get this, that might actually be a trade, to be honest. I think Ray is a good idea. Yeah. Private AI. Private AI is kind of like, there's always the expectation that they need to turn out like OpenAI or ChatGPT or something like that, or like something significant where it's a disruptive model. Good team, fair enough. I mean, I always bet on good teams. Okay, I see we tapped 72. Some passive selling into it. Passive buyer. Yeah, it looks like 72 is being defended currently. Market's gonna have to do more than that. I mean, heck, you'd probably want to see like 20 to 50 mil buying into that, at least. $13 mil. Yeah, that was likely a short that got filled though. Yeah, definitely. Some kind of news to drive momentum. If not, TradFi flows. I think opens in like 10 minutes or something. So. see any news. I don't have a message for them. Yeah, right. Yes, it seems like, to be honest, they're in a rush to get the job done. So I think things are gonna get real spicy next couple days. Maybe some kind of resolution in a week. That being said, keep an eye on energy as well. Because if that's true and the market gets a whiff of it, energy will go up. Like, yeah. Brent oil, pretty much. Nothing new, really. Oh, that's interesting. Wasn't Marianne like the Trump appointee? My TV indicators? I think, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I use this one, so I use Spaceman key level, Spaceman BTC key level. That's what I use primarily, and then I use this. I'm pretty sure I published it. Let me have a quick look and not dox myself. Okay, I do have this. I can put it in the stream chat if you guys want to use this one. I do technically need to update it, but it's like usable. Alright, you guys should be able to use it now. Okay, Dax recovered. Because we're pretty close. Yes, I mean, pin bar, it's nice. Well, it's probably good for equities. Green and Tesla, it's good. I haven't looked at mining in a long time as well. I feel like mining stocks are probably really oversold. Yeah, I mean this is pretty key support. Nice bounce too. Damn, Hut did well. Huh. MicroStrategy might lead the way. Because chart-wise, this is absolute support. Like bottom of the range. Bouncing since then. Would watch like, 176. That could mean, I don't know, like 82k or something for BTC maybe. Yeah, the Korea shit. I think honestly, it's just like the classic margin event, really. Tau, sure. I'm actually glad this chart's matured a lot more. Reclaim 216 and game on, because you got pretty clear support. So, reclaim, that's a good play. And you'd have trend with you as well. Yeah, when was that Japan stock market crash? It's like the 70s. Yeah, I think alts as a whole will put in some big candles if BTC does really well today. Alright, let's open. Slight gap. If we come back and fill it and then go up higher, that would be pretty damn clean. Doesn't always happen though. Yeah. Yeah, so what I usually do here basically is just see how the first hour of the open goes. That always gives you a pretty clear direction. Japan's VIX is in the 50s. Holy shit. I mean, fuck. And any VIX like over 30 always has like systematic deleveraging, basically. Like it got tripped the other day, which is why markets melt down. Yields as well are coming back down. Ooh, Microsoft looks nice. Good base, nice trend. Google not so much. Apple not so much. Yeah, out of all of them, like, Microsoft is actually kind of decent setup. Even the 4 hour. Yeah, this is literally spot. That's probably Microsoft RWAs. I'm pretty sure there is one. So yeah. I think before I wrap this up, any other charts, questions, round thoughts, gains the insults, whatever it may be. Zen. What does Zen do again? Zen's around pretty high time frame support by the looks of it. I mean, I guess you could like buy a spot here pretty much. I mean, like your stop loss is basically below 5. Yeah, this is a spot where I would probably buy like actual spot allocation to this spot. I mean, I don't know what the heck it does, so I probably won't do it. Was this like a privacy coin? Base ecosystem. CK. Privacy first. Originally launched in 2017. I mean, for where it is, it's probably a decent play if they're building. I think like if they're not really building it, likely dies out like most other coins. On-chain privacy, that works for you. Zemdex private. Really? Privacy first Dex. Oh, really? I mean, the Dex might be a play on it. Because I don't know how old this is. Interesting, though. Yeah, nice rejection so far. Dude, that was a shit ton of longs. What the fuck? It still looks like you got a T-Wop buyer. $16 BTC. It's like fuck all, but yeah, I mean they took all that ask liquidity. Alright, so I guess if price can't sustain itself here, if we get like a decent sweep into like 70k with buyers, I could see continuation higher from there. Otherwise, I think let this play out for like the next 30 minutes-ish. Don't get liquidated, guys. I'll probably check in tomorrow on like daily open. Depending how the market looks, I may stream that as well. But yeah, peace. Don't get liquidated. For the love of God.